He told me that we're waiting on Doug to go in and extract the SD card. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Isn't Doug the prosecutor's independent expert? And he literally just got telling me that we have to have precaution. We have to make sure that Robert Drum is not there. Chad Mason is not there. Davis is not there, to make sure they don't do the same thing they did with Stephen Keene, the independent expert.
Wait, why is the defense relying on the prosecutor's expert?
He's telling me that we're waiting on the prosecutor's independent expert to go in and extract it. And then when I asked him, I said, wait a minute, aren't you hiring your independent experts from Investa?
Didn't the judge grant money for that?
He tells me, wait a minute, and then he tells me, wait a minute, I think he already went in last week. Wait a minute, I just have to check in my email. Which one is it? Wait a minute, you just got done telling me that you have to. So you're telling me your independent expert went in by himself without you? You have to check your email to find out if he went in? What precaution did you take that this police department is not going to influence your independent expert by telling him, Mustafa is a horrible person? This is not a car accident. I mean, we have body cams where these investigators are literally doing their own body cams.
I mean, all they have to do is, whoever this expert is, like, now, let's say you're the expert, okay, and I'm the prosecutor. You come in to examine this dash camera, and I tell you, hey, if you get this audio out, you're going to let a murderer walk.
I mean, isn't that what they did with the independent 2.5 years ago
when they did with the expert?
When they were reconstructing the vehicle accident?
It's literally on body cam. You don't have to question it. You don't have to think about it. It's on body cam.
Brad Hayward's position is going to tell you, well, the judge put a protective order, so I can't tell the family. Okay, hold on now. Fuck telling the family. Why are you not updating your client, Mustafa Al-Jazari? I mean, why are you leaving him in the dark? You're not telling him if the independent expert went in, when he's going to go in, if you already got it. Why are you not sharing that with Mustafa? And is that not a violation of due process? Instead, the only conversation you have with Mustafa, let's bring you a psychiatrist, Mustafa. I want to have her sit down with you. Wait a minute. Are we talking about Dr. Specker, who she has an affidavit that says this is a car accident? And what I see on dash camera, the dash camera that's available, the cut dash camera, what I have is a cut version. Is a camera that doesn't have audio.
And
she still said this is Mustafa's reaction is consistent with someone that's reacting to a car accident. Wait a minute. So all of a sudden, $18,000 gets pumped into the case by the government. You want to remove the affidavit. It's a fucking affidavit. And you want to have her sit down with Mustafa again and write a report about Mustafa? Are you paying the psychiatrist to write you a falsified report? I mean, what is really going on? So you're avoiding the reconstruction of the vehicle accident. You're avoiding the extraction of the SD card, and now you're bringing in a psychiatrist. What are you doing here? Like,
let me ask you this.
I'm trying my best to be objective, to have a good relationship with Mustafa's defense attorney, but you're leaving me in a corner where I have to look at you like you're working for the fucking prosecutor.
Let me ask you this.
Does that make sense?
Let me ask you this. We're talking about psychiatrist Speckard, right? Mm-hmm. So Speckard was brought in by Blake Weiner,
Mustafa's previous defense
attorney. Okay. And when Blake Weiner, in a motion asking for more funds, he asked Judge Weimer, I want $5,000 for Speckard to come in and testify in the trial, because Mustafa was coming up on trial, and Blake asked Judge Weimer for $5,000 for Speckard. Judge Weimer, specifically, because I was there, I heard it, it's in the transcript, he said, I'm not giving you $5,000 for Speckard. I'll give you $5,000 for any other expert, but not Speckard.
Yep, that's right.
And when questioned why not, Judge Weimer wouldn't give an answer, but he said, you are not getting paid for Speckard. I'm not paying for Speckard.
But now they're giving her $18,000.
Hold on a second. So now today, we have the same judge, and he's giving $18,000 to Speckard. So the question is, why did you deny $5,000 to Speckard? There was all these objections by the way, the objection was not for the $5,000. The objection was specifically Speckard. The prosecutor and the judge did not want Speckard to come into this case. Now, all of a sudden, Judge Weimer is what? He's having a change of heart, and he's giving her not $5, he's giving her $18,000.
And they're not talking about the extraction of the SD card. They're not talking about the reconstruction of the vehicle.
So I find it questionable. Did anyone from the prosecutor's side, did the judge reach out to Speckard? Did they make a backdoor deal with Speckard that all of a sudden now Mustafa's defense is saying she has to meet with him? Why does she listen. She didn't have to meet with him back then. He was going to trial within 3 weeks.
I think we should put the file being leaked in perspective. I mean, what is this prosecutor said about Mustafa? She's charging Mustafa with murder, right? She says this Mustafa murdered his girlfriend and the 5-year-old baby. That's what she said.
By the way, she's charging him with accidental murder, and then there's a charge with premeditated murder. So she's charging him with both at the same time.
How is that possible?
How is that possible? How could your allegation be that you accidentally murdered this woman? At the same time, I'm charging you with intentionally murdering this woman.
She's been telling Judge Weimer for 2.5 years that she has witnesses that will come forward and testify that Mustafa premeditated this murder. That's what she's been telling the judge. And then all of a sudden, the file gets leaked on the internet. Every body cam show that every single person that the prosecutor is using on body cam tell you we were not there. But they're on body cam making up a story.
Not only were they not there, but they have never met Mustafa. They've never met Mustafa.
So all of a sudden, I mean, after the Brady motion, Mustafa's defense attorney comes out and he tells me, Amar, you know what I'm going to try to do with the prosecutor? I'm going to have her, I'm going to file something in the court where we can lower it from murder 1 to, what's the lower one? Murder 2?
Second degree murder.
Second degree murder. I'm going to try to lower it to from murder 1 to second degree murder.
Why?
I'm like, why? I mean, this prosecutor literally shot herself in the leg. She was comfortable because the file is sealed. She thought she can just say whatever she wants. I mean, if it wasn't for the file,
coach witnesses, they were going to manipulate witness evidence. They're going to exclude crucial evidence that you don't know about because they've sealed the file. Mustafa doesn't know about because he's sitting in solitary confinement.
What if I tell you Mustafa's defense attorney doesn't want to lower it to second degree murder? He wants to lower it to manslaughter. And what they want, I mean, this is the prosecutors are terrified. They're scrambling. So what do? They go to Mustafa's defense attorney and tell him, we can't come out and say that we want to charge Mustafa with manslaughter because we've already shot ourselves in the leg in front of this community. We've been telling them this is murder.
Well, they've already dismissed that.
They've already dismissed it. But they want your own lawyer to say, I want to file that this case is lower to manslaughter. And what do they want to do? I mean, here's the details that's coming out of this case. The reconstruction is going to show that this is a car accident. The dash camera, the audio is there, and the full dash camera is there. It's going to show that Mustafa did everything he can to avoid. And there is no argument. Now, what they want to do is they want to look the other way, avoid the reconstruction, avoid the extraction of the SD card, and they want to bring in a psychiatrist, write Mustafa off as incompetent, that he has some kind of mental issue.
It's not a theory, by the way. That what you're saying right now,
yeah,
what you're saying about
the only way, yeah,
it's not a theory. It's on body cam. Robert Drum and Casey Stevens and Mallet, who's in the background, are all conspiring to bring in a psychiatrist who's going to sign off on the dotted line of whatever the police department wants, whatever Sarah Sammy wants this psychiatrist to say. She's going to say it, and she's going to sign on the dotted line. Essentially, the prosecutor is going to write up a statement, and their psychiatrist is going to come in and sign off.
So the only way this prosecutor can save herself from lying for 2.5 years about this case, that they can bring in a psychiatrist and say, this is involuntary manslaughter. Don't worry about the reconstruction. Don't worry about the dash camera. Don't worry about the Google Nest video that shows, I mean, the details show. By the way, you can't charge him with involuntary manslaughter because literally this is a car accident. He's not speeding. He's not on drugs. He's not on alcohol. He did everything he can to avoid a vehicle accident.
And the other vehicle turned into him.
His foot is on the brake the whole entire time. He clears every vehicle, makes it to the 4th lane. The SUV literally turns into the 4th lane. Never hit the brake. She's speeding, literally turns into Mustafa, into the fourth lane. Wait a minute. So you've been saying that this is murder for 2.5 years, and now Google Nest video showed that he loves his family. The dash camera that does not have audio literally shows Mustafa and Dorothy passing back and forth a cigarette 6 times.